Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour and welcome back to another replay cast. Today we have Freestyler against BoYcaH. We've got BoYcaH in the south playing as the GLA Stealth in the red. He's in Tournament Desert. He's playing under the name True King, and then in the north we have huge Freestyler, or it's Freestyler, just his name's been cut off because they're playing on Game Ranger, and it's Freestyler playing as the China tank. He's in the green. So yeah, one of my favorite matchups actually, tank and stealth. He was tank, wasn't he? I did say that, I think. We'll double check in a second, but yeah, one of my favorite matchups if it is tank versus stealth. And historically, I think there's been like 2 or 3 what people consider to be gold replays, which generally there's few and far between gold replays. It's generally really hard to get a gold rated replay. But Tournament Desert tends to be one of the most common maps, and tank versus stealth tends to be one of the most common matchups. I'm not saying there's loads, but of like the 17 or so gold replays, I think 2 or 3 of them are some kind of tank versus stealth. I say some kind. I think they are. There's 2 tank versus stealth sides against Rage on Tournament Desert. So yeah, we're seeing no arms dealer build order from BoYcaH. Just a reminder, he's playing under the name True King, and he is in the red. And he's probably getting hijackers out. He's sending a terrorist straight to the supply of Freestyler, who is going to flame that one down. And there's going to be a sneaky tunnel here from BoYcaH. A little bit ambitious. That's no way really going to get up. A little bit of a wasted attempt, really, because you're going to expect there's going to be a gat or a flamer there. We're going to see a Rebel sent to the right side. Rebel over here getting ready to capture the oil almost. Ooh, did lose quite a chunk there of RPG. So a bad play from BoYcaH there so far. But also a terrorist hits here as well. So that's really decent. It's going to now enable him to get the oil. Providing no gats or RPG. Gats or flamers get sent over there now. This flamer is on its last legs, but it is going to be enough to stop this oil. It's actually going to kill the oil. So that's a bad start actually from BoYcaH, but he might actually be able to get this oil over here. So as long as he gets that one, this build order isn't that bad. But there is no hijackers out, but there is an outpost in this army anyway. But he probably still would have been able to get that flamer, and that would have turned this engagement around. Lack of tunnels here in the middle. Yes, there are 2, but I would also like to see an extra what? Probably 2 tunnels probably to hold the middle against tank, because generally you hold the middle against tank, that's the way you win the game. If he breaches it early and gets in and closes on your arms dealer, that's when you're gonna feel the pain. So yeah, that oil does get flamed down pretty much instantly from Freestyler. This is a high level game. Freestyler is a very good player. I rate him very, very highly. He's a hard player to take down. Doesn't make that many mistakes. And we're seeing a pretty decent start from him so far as well. But having some success in the middle. BoYcaH has managed to retain this building though. It's got 1 RPG inside of there. And another 2 flamers here now from Freestyler. No palace yet from BoYcaH. He's got a sneaky flamer there. I think he has to have hijacked that flamer there on the right. So unless Freestyler is paying attention, that flamer might get in and cause some damage. There is a gat heading in that general direction though. Those quads do survive mostly, but that one does go down. There is a super tech now in play, which will be very useful for taking out these flamers. So the flamer, they're going to do a flame wall, a little bit of damage caused to that tentacle. Flamer getting in the base of both players. You don't expect that in stealth versus tank. Going to flame down both supplies of both players. Yeah, interesting. Actually, that one is going to survive because the super tech does manage to keep it alive. But yeah, this flamer is going to kill the supply, killed 1 truck, and also going to flame down now the war factory, forced the sale of the war factory. But Freestyler has pretty much gained control of the middle. There is another hijacker here, another 2 hijackers actually, and has turned this engagement right around now. If he gets the palace, this is going to be a good situation for him to be in, because the supply did go down and the war factory was supposed to be sold, and now BoYcaH is going to apply the pressure to this bunker. Bunker is a really, really good defense, just for $700. Got 1 RPG inside of there. Actually, 785, isn't it? 775 for tank. Really, really good defense that can hold the line pretty well by itself just by putting 1 tank hunter inside of there. Obviously, bunker costs 400 and the RPG costs like, is it 385 or 375? I always forget. But the super tech is helping. A lot of units have gone down here now for BoYcaH. His army is thinning out, and it's now only the super tech. It does take out the bunker, but you see what I mean about the bunker is the bunker combined with a flame wall from the tank, from the flame tank. It did deal significant damage to BoYcaH's army. He lost a lot of techs there, and he lost the captured GAT as well. I think the worker might go down there. Maybe. It's going to be close. Does survive. Okay, so this double supply in the middle has been pretty much shut down. Ooh, I don't know if that was another flamer that I have missed or whether it was the same one, but either way, the workers were not collecting. Supertech now is harassing this supply again at the top right. Yeah, Freestyler is having a hard time now. He had a good start, but now he's is he getting picked apart? But actually, the tech goes down to the mines. I think that went down to, or was it just the GAT and the? I think it's gone down to the mines. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Losing a key unit like that. That was probably his biggest key to victory. Because if he takes out that dozer, none of these buildings can be rebuilt. It probably would have been GG, especially if he gets down to Palace, which he is building right now. But now that super tech's gone, I still think the game is very, dare I say, 50-50. Got a tunnel on the left. It's now probably going to get closed down. Flamers and just combined with anything is really strong against these tunnels. Supply being dropped down on the right. Flamer just get taken out by a number of quads, but the quad's going to take a load of damage and have to go back to the tunnel to reheal. We've got a Vet 2 Flamer now. That's going to self-heal when it's Vet 2. Units tend to self-heal. Another quad goes down. The supply has now been constructed. Is he going to stealth that and just long distance collect from there? That's a possibility. But there is a GAT coming, so he's going to have to, yeah, he's going to have to stealth it. He has done. So, a Gatling tank there is flamed down by his own flame wall, and this whole area now is going to get pushed back. I think BoYcaH is going to be now confined to his base. Freestyler. That does go down. He gets a Vet 2 quad in return for it. Worker here is going to build a tunnel. Don't know if there was one a little bit further on that's now been taken out. But yeah, this guy needs to push forward a little bit. Needs to be a bit brave sometimes. Go forward. You don't know if there's going to be a stealth tunnel already there, but he is building. He's building one. If you stop that, it denies a lot of map control, especially if he gets like an outpost here and discovers this hidden supply. That'll be very good for him. Maybe that's one build order you could do a stealth versus tank. You could send a quick worker, like your first worker, over here and establish that supply and just long distance collect from there very quick with a stealth supply. Because GLA on 3 supplies on this map is very strong, but this supply here runs out very quick. Okay, so Flamer is going to be hijacked here. I think he's going to get the Flamer at least anyway, but not sure how much use that's going to be because there's 3 Battle Masters here and they're just going to kill it straight away. So yeah, it doesn't, Flame Wall versus Flame Tank does not achieve anything. But yeah, all of these workers have been pulled off this supply. I don't know if that's a mistake or if they were running from something. There is a hijacker here again. BoYcaH's liking his hijackers, and he's got a Jean Michela and a battle bus on this left side. Only a, oh, I thought it was only a couple of RPGs, but only a couple were firing. Hijacking out over here. Battle bus is going to go down. That's a big mistake. Well, 3 Battle Masters and a Flamer. We've got another battle bus out now. Freestyler now teched up with the Propaganda Center. He can build a Lotus, but it's not going to be really that much use. Jean Michel does take out the Flamer. He's just going to force fire that. Does not want to let that get into the hands of the enemy. This supply is going to mine out very quick. I did always think about that. That supply mining out very quick. Maybe she'll make a V2 of Tournament Desert. Maybe to stock up that supply a little bit more. You could maybe add a second oil for each player as well. Maybe you could put 2 oils there and 2 oils there. So, and restock up that supply and maybe change the dynamic of it. I tend to like a lot of money, and I always hate it when that second supply runs out very, very quick. Okay, we've got a few quads here from BoYcaH, but it is going to be chased back by that army. I don't really know what the quads can do here, and they're actually stuck on the Jarman as well. The Jarman, it's going to get flamed down. That's an expensive loss. That's like 3k loss there with the Jarman and the 2 quads added together. These workers here still not collecting. So this is looking pretty bad for BoYcaH. He's dropping down another tunnel on his base. Don't know if that's necessarily needed there. Probably here would be a better position. Black market has been dropped down. CC is now being built by Freestyler. As I said, you see in a high level game, you don't see that many mistakes from Freestyler. He's very very good micro wise and strategy wise, and yeah, he's a top level player in my view. He's a decent player. In the past, I think he's had tips off Rage. I don't know if they had Skype conversations or messaged each other, but yeah, Rage did give Freestyler some tips, apparently. So maybe that's helped him get to where he is now. So yeah, Black Napalm MiGs are now in play. Ooh, we've seen a Dozer be captured. So is that him Dozerless? I think it is, but there is a Flamer here with some Battle Masters. Another Flamer is ECM as well. So both players taking some big damage here. Black Napalm MiGs do take out the Battle Burst, and that supply, because it has gone down, that supply is mined out. He's only now able to collect from the middle. There is a Flamer here. Is he going to realize that there is a stealth supply there? Not. Oh, he will know now. Yeah, he's going to know now. If he just flame walls there, that's a load of damage caused. 2 Flamers deep in the back of BoYcaH's base, causing insane havoc. There is power now, but he doesn't have that good of economy. And that supply is going to go down as well. This supply is only collecting 1 worker, so this is actually turning to be a pretty close game. But I feel like BoYcaH is in the worst situation because Freestyler's got, I mean, when he gets a group of units together, they're really strong. He's got Napalm MiGs to pick off any buses and stuff like that. But BoYcaH's economy is completely wrecked. I mean, yeah, sure, he's got power, but what good is power when you don't have any money? He needs to get this supply back ASAP, and he's actually spent all of his cash. Only got 145. So what the hell has he spent his cash on? I think he's upgraded that. Yeah, he's upgraded the arms dealer. I really don't see any way BoYcaH can win now. He's selling a load of tunnels desperately, but I think building that, making that from a fake to a real was a bad mistake. He's having to sell pretty much everything in his base now, but even then he's not got enough stuff. This is a complete failure from BoYcaH. Selling his palace? What? He's selling his palace. What is he going to make now? Now he's going to make a supply. So yeah, that's a major mistake from BoYcaH. Like, that's really horrendous. Upgrading the arms here and having to sell all of that stuff. Nah, the supply was the first thing to drop down. I mean, it even would have built super quick, and it has built super quick because he has got the power, but there, the Napalm MiGs. This is BoYcaH falling apart, I'm afraid. He's absolutely getting wrecked here, and Freestyler, although he's Dozerless, he has cancelled that CC to get the extra bit of money. But this army here now is just too strong. Okay, there's a few tunnels. He's got power. I mean, it's going to be... What, he's going to need mass tunnel spam now to win this. Black Lotus is out too. Of course, all the oils are dead. He doesn't have that many trucks collecting. So BoYcaH, I think, still has a tiny chance, but you really have to favor the tank here. I think what's the best choice now? You're on a time limit. Are you going to be able to get a palace and a battle bus out anytime soon? Probably not. What's your best option? By the time this is going to arrive, the only thing you can do is probably drop down another 2 tunnels. That's probably the only thing you can do. Gat and an ECM, as soon as you pop out them RPGs, they're going to get gunned down by this army straight away. Suppose the ECM, if that gets picked off, that's one way, but look at the RPGs. They're falling so fast. And the Napalm MiGs are already circling. They can just hit one of these tunnels. Should have probably kept one circling for hitting this pop now from Freestyler if we're to pick any tiny little holes in Freestyler, but this is a pretty convincing win in my view. for Freestyler. I mean, maybe BoYcaH's going to do some kind of comeback, but I'm just struggling to see how he can. Freestyler now has the choice to go and clear this, or he can just push in. BoYcaH's only got 2 buildings left. Like Napalm MiGs are coming again. Got some vetted flamers. They're so hard to deny. Yeah, I think BoYcaH had a chance, but the moment he upgraded that arms dealer, he threw all chances away. Like having to sell that palace, he could have stealthed that palace, and that could have been his main stronghold here. But yeah, as soon as you sold that palace and all them tunnels, that was GG. Like all them tunnels that he'd spent all that time building just had to be sold, and you only get $100 back when you sell a tunnel, because you get half of the value, which would be what? Hang on a minute. And if you get the full value, so 800. Take away 300 for each RPG, so you're left with 200, and then you divide that by 2. So you would, yeah, 200 divided by 2 equals $100. So yeah, only $100 for a tunnel sell. It's not worth it. You might as well keep it. The only reason you might want to sell it is just to stop him getting the XP if you know it's guaranteed dead and not going to achieve anything. There's a bounty. He does have a hijacker. He could pick off the outpost. Maybe get a Battlemaster. MiGs coming in, just absolutely wreck this army. This is the final engagement. I'm pretty sure if that flamer survives, I mean, even if it doesn't, but if that flamer survives, this whole base is getting wrecked. Surely it's getting wrecked. Really good play by Freestyler. He's even got an army to back it up as well. Okay, it's not much, but he still has an army. Hijacker is running around. It might get the flamer. Might get the flamer, but there's an ECM here. Yeah, it's GG. I think that is GG. Yeah, big error, rookie error. Upgrading the black market, sorry, upgrading his arms dealer was the big key error, but his start wasn't that great. Freestyler's played solid. BoYcaH had a decent kind of early to mid game. It kind of turned around. Yeah, as soon as he lost that super tech and a couple of other bad decisions, he did manage to throw it away. So yeah, GG. Well played to Freestyler. 113 units destroyed there. And BoYcaH, aka True King, destroyed 51. True King was his previous clan, so I'm guessing this game was played in October or maybe earlier than that. But yeah, it's a replay in the last few months anyway. But yeah, Freestyler collected way more. As soon as BoYcaH got any of the oils or attempted to get the oils, Freestyler flamed them down instantly and secured the middle for himself, which was really good and what Tank wants to be doing against GLA as well. So yeah, sadly not a super epic game, but it was still a decent, well, 17, almost 20-minute game of Tank versus Stealth, which, as I said before, is one of my favorite matchups. So yeah, GG's, well played to both players. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this one. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll see you in